Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you what plugins and skills are in Claude Code, and we also explore the official GitHub repository, which is this one, where Anthropic published these plugins, and look at how they are structured and how they are installed, how we can install them, and how they are actually work behind the scene. And finally, we will look at the official documentation for creating your own plugins, this one, official documentation of Claude Code, and we can see how you can create your own plugin and test it for your own self on your local machine. Let us start by looking at the official Claude Code plugin repository, which is this one. And here are the things we will find. The structure of plugins and external plugins. The plugin folder here they are internal plugins developed and maintained by Anthropic itself. And there are external plugins, the third-party plugin from partners and the communities. Here also we can see the overall structure of a plugin. It will have a plugin.json, which is a metadata of that plugin. So the official plugins, they have plugin.json with metadata that related to the Anthropic itself, and the external one, they have also the plugin.json, but those data are not related. You can see that they don't have any author named Anthropic. A plugin can have a command, the plugins, they can have commands folder, they can have agents folder, they can have a skills folder. We will say they're optional, but they can have it. But this one, the plugin.json, this folder is required. In this readme, we can see other things like plugin names are mutable, like skill bundle plugins, and many things. The next thing I want to show you is a plugin. This folder here is showing the official plugins that published by Anthropic itself. There are many useful plugins here, but we are going to look at one of the famous one, this one, Frontend Design. The Frontend Design is one of the famous plugins. I think it has like 1 million install, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. And the plugins here, yeah, it has like 1 million install, so it's pretty famous, this plugin. The first thing to note is its readme. This readme, which explains what the plugin does and how to use it. You also see that this plugin includes one or more skills. We have skills here, which only we have one skill. Let's take a look at the skill. These skills are important because they are loaded into the Claude Code prompt context when needed. So if we inspect this skill file, we'll notice that they are written in a clean, structured instruction instead of being randomly in just a written text. They are carefully organized so Claude Code can understand exactly how it should behave and what expertise should apply. So we can see the design principle, the ground it in the subject, so process, the brainstorm, explore, plan, critics, and all of these things and these instructions are here in this file so Claude can see them and use them. And also sometimes you will see a behavior that Claude Code asks you during the development of your code to install this plugin. He wants a permission to install this plugin, and that's because the Claude Code has access to the description of these plugins, and he will see that if in your project you will need this skill or you will need this plugin, and this plugin, or if he can see that this plugin will help you in your development, he will try to use it and will try to install it. So this description here is the clue that Claude Code will use it to install it sometime that he thinks you will need it. Another thing to tell you that later we will see that we can create our own skill and plugin. So these plugins here in this folder, they are very great source of seeing how you can create a skills and a standard plugins with a very well designed prompt context for your own skills, for your own plugins. So you have a great source of standard designed plugin and skills here, which you can use. Another plugin I wanted to show you was the code reviewer. This code reviewer is a beautiful and very simple plugin which lets you to analyze your code base and your development of your code, and he will tell you that the problem that your code has and all of the things that you can improve in your workflow. Again, you have a readme here that tells you about the plugin, what the plugin does, how to install it, and the commands for it. Here you can see you can run this command, and what it does is it will check if the review is needed, gather the data, summarize the pull request, and it will launch 4 parallel agents to independently review your code base. Here, instead of a skill, we have a commands folder, which it has a code reviewer markdown file. This is a just documentation. It is a structured context that tells Claude Code exactly how to perform the review, how the process will be. It defines the things like the reviewer workflow, which commands are allowed. Here you can see them, what tools can be used, which agent should be spawned, and when. So here you can see Haiku agent will be spawned for the pull request, checking the pull request. The Sonnet agent also independently review the code and changes, and you can see all of these things also here, and also the Claude Code itself will use this to know what to do. As you saw here, the workflow can instruct the Claude Code to use another model, like here the Haiku for a specific part, and that's why even if you've selected the Sonnet as your main model, you may still see the request being handled by another model during the execution. Like the previous video that we uploaded on YouTube, we saw that we had in the usage section, we saw that we had 2 different models, despite the fact that we only select the Sonnet 5 for our session. This happened because Claude Code is an agentic system. Different agents can use different models depending on the job that they are assigned to, and also depending on the task they can do better. So Claude Code itself, it will understand that this specific task will be done better by this LLM or that LLM or whatever. There are many other useful plugins in this repository, but I wanted to highlight 2 particular ones: the plugin dev and the skill creator. This one and this one. These plugins are designed to help you to build your own plugin and skill. For example, let's look at the plugin dev. The plugin development toolkit, a comprehensive toolkit for developing Claude Code plugins with expert guidance on hook, MCP integration, plugin instructions, plugin structure, and marketplace publishing. So as you can see in overview, it has several skills, agents, and settings. So here you can see commands, agents, skills. I assume that exactly we have different agents here: creator agent, validator, skill reviewer, because you are creating a plugin. So a plugin can have also some skills. So that was why we had the skill reviewer agent here. For the skill also, we have many more skills for plugin, for setting, for development, for hooks, because these are the prompt and context that they will give Claude Code the exact context that he needs to develop the specific skill. For example, hook development here, or MCP integration, or plugin settings. Okay, now let's look at another one, which was a skill creator, which is a bit smaller than plugin development. Okay, the skill creator, it has only one skill, which is a skill creator. And you can see the description, the readme of the plugin, which says that it creates new skills, improve existing skills, measure skill performance, and so on. Here in the skill, we can see that it has agent, asset, eval viewer, references, scripts. So we can run all of these things. And also the skill, the main skill MD, that it has a description that it will tell the Claude Code what to do when he loads this particular plugin. So with these two plugins, you can develop your own plugins and your own skills and make them better, improve them, and use them later in your own specific project. And another thing I wanted to show you was that the specific file here, plugin.json, this file is mandatory, it's required. So it has a specific distinction between the plugin that are maintained and developed by Anthropic and the ones that they are external and they are developed and maintained by the communities. So for example, let's look at this. We have author key here, which says the name of the author is Anthropic and the email. So with this file, we can see that this plugin is developed by Anthropic itself. But for the external one, like fake chat here, we can see that it does not have any keyword like author to say that who is the author of this plugin. And how we can see this plugin inside the Claude Code, it's by this command, and all of the plugins are here, like front design or the fake chat. 7K install. Okay. And the next thing is the official documentation of Claude Code. We'll talk about how we can create this plugin, how we can build our custom skills, how to build the plugin and attach it with the skills, the quick starts. And you can have your first plugin here, you can create it, you can add a manifest to it, you can add a skill to it, add arguments to it, and you can also test everything locally before publishing it. So if you're planning to develop your own extension, this documentation is the best place to learn the recommended workflow. And also the official plugin, they are very great source for you to develop your standard plugin and your standard skill that will match perfectly with the Claude Code agentic system. And that's it. That's a quick review of the Claude Code plugins, and hopefully this gives you a much clearer understanding of how Claude Code plugin system works and how you can start creating your own custom workflow. And thanks for watching.